everybody, and welcome back to my Minecraft life. Well, in the last episode, we had quite a bit that went on. I went and got some herbs to help fix one of the, not one of the villagers, the stranger that, showed up on our docks, knocked unconscious. Although she did talk for a few seconds, she still went unconscious rather quickly. And we had to get some herbs to help heal her and fix her up. And that was about sometime in fall. Right now it's currently spring. It's been a couple months. She's been unconscious all that time. So one of my goals today is to check up on her like I did during the 3 months that she was out. But first, it's moving day. I'm sure you all have noticed. But all of my stuff is gone. I have officially packed everything in these 2 book bags. I just grabbed my doggy bed and doggy bowl for my precious little black star, and we will be heading to my new house. I spent a lot of time. I found some trees that I like the bark of, and I went ahead and I planted a ton of them. Chopped down a ton of them until I got this monstrosity built. Now, it's not fully done. I've only got the first floor, but it's at least done enough that I can move into it. And eventually, I will be adding a second floor and a basement to it. So, without further ado, the first thing we need to do today is go check that out. And that's what we're going to do. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And if you like my house, or if you would like to see a second story or something changed to it, leave a comment below when you see the new place. Oh, and that's right, that was the other thing I did before I moved in, which was I went around to some villagers and I found some villagers in another village who were selling furniture. So I went ahead and also bought some furniture to give my house a little bit of a furniture upgrade. And eventually, maybe in this episode or the next, we'll also be building some more houses for villagers so that they have a place to live. And I'm sure you can see it now, this beautiful, beautiful first-story home. I love the plum wood and the mangrove wood with the ebony wood roofing. I think it's great the way everything turned out. So we're gonna go ahead and walk in and do a small tour and place my doggy bed and get Black Star set up. This is the living room, the main living room. I had to do quite a bit of grinding to get the money together to buy this kind of stuff. There's a little alcove for reading. Over in this room with the nice glass opening, this is the dining room area, which has a back door that will eventually be a nice, very, very nice backyard once I get that set up. Over in this area, this will be where the stairs leading up to the second floor and possibly down to the basement are going to be. I just haven't, like I said, put them in yet, which is why it's there. And this is the guest bedroom. In case I have any guests staying, they can have a nice bed to lay on, a lamp, and, some furniture. Or in case I need to make it something else, I can always do that as well down the line. And then this is the master bedroom. Everything is currently on the first floor. When I get the second floor, all the bedrooms are going to be moved up to the second floor, and I'll open everything up and possibly make the living room a tad bit bigger. So this is where me and Black Star will be staying. I think I'm going to put her bed there and her dog bowl over here. And you can see I have a nice walkout veranda type situation. It's a nice area and a telescope. I also have a nice computer desk area, a nice bed, some tables and books, and close these so Black Star can't get back out. Over here is the bathroom. This is gonna be the master bathroom. You have a shower, a toilet area, and a sink with a nice window overhead. And then there's a walk-in closet over here, ton of storage space, a little area where I can read out overlooking another nice walk-in window, which I love these windows. And that's pretty much the quick tour of my place. Now I gotta get Black Star over here so we can get him in his bed. Or her. I keep saying him, but it's a her. I'll eventually get it right. I'm bad. I can't even remember the gender of my dog sometimes. Don't mind me. Come on, Black Star. Probably didn't help that I gave her a kind of more masculine name than I probably should have, but I just feel like it fit. Would you look? There we go. I don't want you looking at the wall. Alright, now that that's all said and done, we should probably go ahead and go check on the villagers. And probably off camera, I will go ahead and empty out my bags and move everything in fully. I just wanted to get the dog bed and dog bowl into the new room and get everything kind of situated and looking good. So I'm going to go ahead and head out and check to see what's going on. Oh, Kenneth's here. Well, hopefully that means there's some good news going on with our patient. Close my doors and see what's going on. Lady Urza, thanks to the timely recovery of those herbs, it would seem the young miss is out of the woods. In fact, she is up now. I've already spoken with her. According to her, she could not remember anything that happened that day. She does recall other days, though, so it might just be from the trauma of the event. I do find it rather suspicious, but without further proof otherwise, I fear it is not yet time to judge whether she will be a help or a hindrance to the village. I would like your thoughts on what we should do with her moving forward, Lady Urza. Huh. I don't know what we should do. I mean, I guess best thing I can do to answer that is to see what the responses are. Oh great, no red or greens. I hate when that happens. Well, I thank you for talking with her, but I think I should see her before I decide. Let's just throw her in the dungeon. Wow, I did not know we had a dungeon here. Apparently, we have a dungeon. Yay! Any bad guys I will throw in there, but I don't think we need to be throwing her in there because literally we just met the person. Why are we even offering to throw her in the dungeon? And what do you suggest we do with her? Well, out of all those options, I think I prefer the first one. Well, I thank you for talking with her, but I think I should see her before I decide. All right, if you insist on seeing the young Miss Lady Urza, then I will escort you there. However, I must insist on being in the room to protect you in case something should go wrong, as you are the new lady of the village, and I do not want to see anything happen to you. If you will not accept this condition, I fear I will have to resort to locking her in the dungeon until we can find out more about her and who she is. Again with the dungeon. Why do they keep mentioning the dungeon? I do not want to be locking some total stranger who was knocked out on our docks in the dungeon. Oh, what are my options? Again, it's going to be hard to choose because there's no color. Is there no way for me to speak with her alone? Alright, have it your way, let's go. And as you have said, I'm the new lady, so if I want to speak with her alone, then I will. Well, that one's got some tude to it. I think I like the first one. Is there no way for me to speak with her alone? I'm afraid not, my lady. As we do not yet know whether she is a good person or bad, I cannot leave you two alone together in the room. I must insist that if you wish to see her, I remain in the room with you. Wow, he's being adamant on this. Alright, since you insist, let's go. Or what if you were to wait in front of the door outside? I actually like that one. What if you were to wait in the... I mean, you'd be able to hear if anything went wrong, so I say go with that one. Well, since you seem adamant on speaking with her alone, I will wait outside by the front door. But the minute I think something is going wrong, I'm coming in whether you have called for me or not. Is that understood, my lady? Wow, touchy, touchy. Got it, now let's go. Understood, sir. Oh, it's got some sass to it. Never mind, let's just throw her in the dungeon. What is it with the dungeon? Even I'm suggesting it now. No, I'm not going to suggest that. I'm going to go. Got it now. Let's get going. Yeah. Let's go. Take me to her, Kenneth. Alright, well, we're going to let Kenneth take us over to where she is currently staying. Alright, we're here. Alright. Well, what's the verdict? Can I stay? Yes, until you remember how to get home, or no, you must leave now or I'll throw you into the dungeon. Again with the dungeon. This dungeon thing seems to be being overly used in this particular series of events. Alright, that one's red. I'm definitely not clicking on it. Great. I am relieved that I can stay here while I get better, as the world outside seems so scary right now. I'm glad she feels so happy about that. Let's see. There's a few conditions, though, or I'm glad we could help. I do want to let her know on the conditions. I don't want to just leave her in the dark. Especially because if she walks out of the house, she might be arrested for trying to leave. Conditions? Like what? Well, you have to be under house arrest for now. You do not need to know right now, just do not try to leave, or I will tell you when you get better. No reds. I'll go with the first one. Just pull it off like a band-aid. Well, you have to be under house arrest for now. I see. Well, I guess I can understand that, seeing as I'm a stranger and we live in some dark times. Well, is there anything else I should know about? No, nothing else. Just continue to rest and I will be back in a few days, or tell her about the guard as well. I don't want to tell her about the guard because I feel like it'd be freaking her out. I mean, she's injured. She doesn't have her memories from after the time that she left her village. She's in a new, strange place, surrounded by strangers who are constantly questioning her. I think telling her that there's also going to be a guard watching her is just, like, gonna freak her out more and probably hinder her healing. So, nope, nothing else. Just continue to rest, and I will be back in a few days. And it's getting dark out, so I'm gonna go to sleep. We're gonna leave Kenneth to kind of watch over the house while everything's going on, and man, that was a lot to take in. Quite a bit of dialogue in this particular episode. Quite a lot to think about, too. But I don't know. It's gonna be one of those interesting, very interesting stories. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll probably, I don't know if I'm gonna call it a day and start working on some more of the village, or if I'm gonna do that. I don't necessarily want to do most of the work on camera because I want to leave it on camera for the actual events of the story. So Candace is still watching her, and she's just sitting there all nice and calm. Oh, it looks like some of my veggies are going to be ready to harvest. We got a turkey over there. Lots of little white flowers. But, yeah, so definitely going to be, probably before the next episode, making a couple more houses and moving some more villagers in them. Maybe I'll marry a few of the villagers, have them have babies or something, I don't know. And hopefully by the next episode, she's up and at least walking around. I mean, if nothing else. And we can move her into her own little place a little distance away where a lot of the villagers aren't going to constantly walk in on her while she's trying to heal. But for now, we are just probably going to go ahead and call it a day. It's been a lot to absorb, and I kind of just want to stay in my nice, new, cozy house and relax with Blackstar. So, on that note, thank you all for being here for this particular episode of my Minecraft life. And as we have found out, there have been quite a bit of things that have gone on. We have had just a day of adventure. Maybe I should say, instead of adventure, a day of interesting findings. We finally know who the stranger is, Bloodwind, and we finally know, or at least seem, we know a little bit more about her, instead of just the fact that some weird stranger popped up on our docks, beaten and hurt. So, needless to say, everything is definitely becoming more and more interesting as the story progresses, and I'm sure it'll continue to become more and more interesting as this particular story of events continues. I mean, what could possibly happen next? Are we gonna have like a trader come to our village? Are we gonna have to open up a market? Are we gonna have, what's gonna happen next? And that's what excites me, because I love the idea of trying to figure out what is gonna happen next in this game, because I honestly don't know. It's been a mountain of just twists and turns and eye openers since I joined this village. I mean, every time I turn around, there's something new that I have to worry about or think about. Or, okay, now we have this injured person we have to, work on, but I also gotta work on upgrading the village so that the villagers can live all nice and happy, and maybe putting up some walls so monsters aren't coming in constantly. There's just a lot to be done. And I don't want to necessarily do all of that on camera, so I like to come in and walk through what I've done when I've come back. But enough rambling. I think that's going to be it for today's episode. So join me next time, and who knows what'll happen next. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Bye! I can't believe they fell for it. Like I would be some goody two-shoes. Dear Dog Master, I am writing to let you know that I have infiltrated the village. The new lady seems rather easy to fool. As soon as it gets dark, I will sneak out to send this letter with my report on it. Oh, and please tell Fang not to be so rough next time. I will update you again when I find out more. Unfortunately, they have me under tight surveillance right now, so there is only so much I can do until I earn their trust. Alright, now that that's done, I just have to wait until it gets dark out. The good news is it's raining, so that'll help. Alright, let me check my bag for my clone, and we'll do a potion of invisibility so that I can escape the guards. And I'll send up my flare when I get far enough away. There we go. Now no one will know I'm missing. Alright, the flare has been set. The letter has been left. And action. Well, I've disengaged my spell, I've resealed in the hole, and no one was the wiser. Now I'll just sit back down and pretend like, well, like I'm an innocent, helpless little girl who's been severely injured.